My name is Thomas Edward Coker III, and I'd like to share with you the King of Aspirations, the noble aspirations for excellent conduct, a prayer that's brought me a lot of well-being in my life, and I hope it does the same for you. I act to fully quell the suffering of lower realms and bring all beings to joy. I act to benefit all beings throughout the reaches of the realms and the directions. I'll work in harmony with beings' conduct and bring enlightened conduct to perfection. I'll teach the Dharma of this excellent conduct and act in all eons of the future. Always may I associate with those who act in harmony with my own conduct in body, speech, and mind. May we behave as one in conduct and in aspirations. May I always meet those spiritual friends who have the wish to bring me benefit by teaching conduct that is excellent. I'll never do anything to disappoint. I'll always look directly at the victors, protectors in the midst of bodhisattvas, and I will make vast offerings to them in every future eon, never discouraged. I shall retain the Dharma of the victors, illumine everywhere, awaken conduct, and purify excellent conduct too. I shall act thus in every future eon, cycling through all existences, and may I gain merit and wisdom inexhaustible, and be a bottomless store of all means, praja, samadhi, emancipations, and good traits. Upon one atom in as many realms as atoms there are inconceivable, Buddhas surrounded by the bodhisattvas. Beholding them, I'll act for awakening. Just so in all directions, none excepted, on a hair tip are oceans of the realms of oceans of the Buddhas of 3 times. I'll enter these and act for oceans of eons. I'll always enter in the Buddha's speech, of which one tone has oceans of great traits, the pure melodic tones of all the Buddhas, that are just as all beings are inclined. I enter also through the strength of mind those tones of the speech inexhaustible, of all the victorious ones who do appear. Through just one single instant I will enter all of the eons that are yet to come. I'll enter and act in all eons of the 3 times in a fraction of a second. And in a single instant I shall view the lines among humans of 3 times. I'll always enter their sphere through the power of emancipation of illusions. Upon a single atom I'll produce the arrays of the realms of the 3 times. In all directions thus, without exception, I'll enter the arrays of Buddha realms. I'll go into the presence of all those who will be lamps of the world in the future, who will become enlightened, turn the wheel, and demonstrate Nirvana's final peace. Through the power of miracles swift everywhere, the power of vehicles to every gate, the power of conduct every quality, the power of love pervasive everywhere, the power of merit and virtue everywhere, the power of pristine wisdom free of attachment, the powers of wisdom, means, and of samadhi, I shall achieve the powers of awakening. I'll purify the power of karma fully, destroy forever the power of the afflictions, make powerless the Mars powers, and perfect all powers of excellent conduct. I'll purify completely oceans of realms and liberate completely oceans of beings. I will completely see the oceans of Dharma and totally realize the oceans of wisdom. I'll purify completely oceans of conduct, perfect completely oceans of aspirations, offer completely to the oceans of Buddhas, and act for oceans of eons undiscouraged. I shall awaken through excellent conduct, and perfect fully, all without exception, the special aspirations of the victors of the 3 times for the awakened conduct. I fully dedicate all of this virtue that I may act comparable to him, the wise, the finest son of all the Buddhas, who's called Samantabhadra by his name. Just as a good wise one makes dedications for pure body, pure speech, and pure mind, for purity of conduct and pure realms, just so I may be comparable to him. To perform excellent conduct, good in all, I'll act upon Manjushri's aspirations, never discouraged in all future eons. I'll complete these deeds without exception. May I have conduct beyond any measures, and qualities too that cannot be measured, dwelling in conduct that's immeasurable. I'll know their each and every emanation, as far as to the ends of the blue skies, as far as to the ends of sentient beings, and to the ends of karma and afflictions. Thus far are the ends of my aspirations. Though one might give the realms of 10 directions, adorned with precious jewelry to the victors, or give the best divine and human pleasures for eons equal to atoms in all realms, if someone hears this king of dedication one single time, develops faith, and feels a longing for supreme enlightenment, that is the most supreme exalted merit. Someone who makes this prayer for excellent conduct is one who will abandon lower realms, is one who will abandon harmful friends, is one who will see Amitabha soon. They'll gain well what they need, live easily, they will be welcome in this human life. Before a long time passes, they themselves shall also be just like Samantabhadra. If those who under the power of not knowing have done one of the 5 heinous misdeeds recite this prayer for excellent conduct, it quickly will be fully purified. They will have pristine wisdom, beauty, signs, a good complexion, and good family. Invincible to Maras and non-Buddhists, in all 3 worlds they will be given offerings. They will soon go to the great Bodhi tree. Once there, they'll sit to benefit all beings, defeat all Maras and their hordes, and awaken to enlightenment, and turn the wheel of Dharma. If one should memorize or teach or write this aspiration for excellent conduct, only the Buddha knows how that will repent. Don't doubt that it's supreme enlightenment. The brave Manjushri knows things as they are, as does in the same way Samantabhadra. I fully dedicate all of these virtues that I might train and follow their example. All of the victorious ones of the 3 times acclaim this dedication as supreme. With this then, I completely dedicate all of this virtue to excellent conduct. When I come to the moment of my death, my obscurations all will be dispelled. I shall see Amishabha right before me, and go to the realm of Sukatavi. Once I have gone there, may these aspirations all become manifest in their entirety. I will fulfill them all without exceptions. As long as worlds exist, I will help beings. In that fine, joyous mandal of the victors, I'll take birth in a beautiful great lotus. I also will receive a prophecy directly from the victor Amitabha. When I have received the prophecy from him, I will help many sentient beings in the 10 directions through my mental powers with many billions of emanations. May any little merit I have gathered by thus aspiring for excellent conduct make all the victorious aspirations of all beings come true within a single instant. Through the incomparable infinite merit thus gained through dedicating excellent conduct, may beings engulfed in floods of suffering achieve the supreme realm of Amitabha. May this supreme, great king of aspirations bring benefit to all infinite wanderers, fulfilling this text Mantabhadra adorns. May all the places in lower realms be emptied. I prostrate to the noble youthful Manjushri. I prostrate to all lines among humans, as many as appear, excepting none, in the 3 times and worlds of 10 directions, sincerely, with my body, speech, and mind. With the power of this prayer for excellent conduct, I fully prostrate to all the victors with as many bodies as atoms in all realms, with all the victors right before my mind. Upon one atom are as many Buddhas as atoms in the midst of Bodhisattvas. I thus imagine the victorious ones completely fill the entire Dharma expanse. With sounds of oceans of melodious traits, I extol the qualities of all the victors, whose oceans of praiseworthiness will never run dry, and praise all the Sagatas. I make an offering to these victors of the best of flowers, the finest garlands, symbols, and ointments, the best parasols, the best of lamps, and incense the most fine. I also make an offering to these victors of the best robes, the finest fragrances, and powders in heaps equal to Mount Meru, arranged in the most sublime of displays. I also imagine offering to all the victors that which is vast and unsurpassable. I offer and bow to the victors with the power of faith and excellent conduct. Under the influence of desire, hatred, and ignorance, I have committed wrongs, using my body, speech, and also mind. I confess each and every one of them. And I rejoice in all that is merit of all the victors and the Buddhist children, of the self-Buddhas, learners and non-learners, of all the wanderers of the 10 directions. I request all those guardians who have wakened to Buddhahood and found detachment, the lamps of the worlds of the 10 directions, to turn the wheel that cannot be surpassed. With my palms joined, I supplicate to all those who wish to demonstrate nirvana, to stay as many eons as atoms in the realms, to aid and bring well-being to all wanderers. I dedicate to enlightenment whatever slight merit I have gathered from prostrating and offering, confessing and rejoicing, requesting and from making supplications. I offer to the Buddhas of the past and those who dwell in worlds in 10 directions. May those yet to appear fulfill their wishes and swiftly awaken to enlightenment. May every world in any of the 10 directions become vast, completely pure, and filled with Bodhisattvas and with victors who have gone beneath the lordly Bodhi tree. May all the beings there are in 10 directions be free of illness and be happy always. May all the aims and dharma of all beings be in harmony. May their hopes be fulfilled. May I perform the conduct of an awakening, and in all realms remember my past lives, upon my death and rebirth in all lives. May I go forth and be fully renounced. Following all the victors, may I train and bring excellent conduct to perfection. May I act with pure, stainless discipline that never lapses and is free of faults. May I teach the Dharma in every single language, the language of the gods, the tongue of Nagas, the tongue of Yakshas, Kumbhadas, and humans, and all languages that beings speak. May I be gentle, strive in Paramatas, and may I never forget Bodhicitta. May I completely purify all wrongs without exception that are obscurations. Free from afflictions, karma, and the works of Maras, may I act in every realm like a lotus to which water does not cling, unhindered like the sun and moon in space, in the 3 times, and turn the wheel of Dharma. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to send me an email or anything you need, and I will be more than willing to help you out with this prayer in any way that I can. I pray for peace, love, and happiness for us all, and the causes thereof, always.